Hello and welcome. Welcome to this special presentation. My name is Keithan Nadaraja and I'm extremely delighted to have you here today with us for this special presentation. I'm sure this program is going to change many of your lives for better, especially financial future. Okay, special welcome again. Let's get started.
Hello, my name is Steve Swartz. Welcome to the video. Either I or one of my business partners has invited you to this video if you're looking to create another source of income. Since 2003, I've averaged over $5,000 a week from a home-based business. Let me show you. Here are some of my checks back in 2003, 2004, 2008, 2010. And again, these are weekly checks that come in every single week and continue to this date. This is a check I received for over $10,000 June 18th, 2012. I've earned over $2 million in the home-based business industry. I've even been inducted to the $1 Million Club of a company. What has this money done? It's allowed me to spend time with my family, like taking my kids and my parents and my wife to the Cayman Islands. I've done it a couple of times on different cruises, or hanging out at some of the most exclusive resorts. Here we are at the Mandarin Oriental on the Las Vegas Strip. The kids are enjoying the pool. And our simple things like taking the kids to the water park at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday when most people are fighting through traffic. We're able to hang out and have a lot of fun, and we owe it to our home-based business. Additionally, as my kids have gotten older, here we are in July 2012. They've never experienced their parents having to run off to a corporate job, and that's been one of the greatest parts of having our home-based business. But it wasn't always that way. I was an officer in the U.S. Army, and although I loved serving my country, I met my wife Myrna, who is from Belize, and I started to think about my future. I wanted more. The idea of making a lot of money was always exciting, but I didn't really fathom the idea of making thousands and thousands a week. It was out of my thinking. But what I really wanted was to make about $5,000 a month so I didn't have to get a job answering to a boss. I had attended seminars on making money and success. I even paid $700 and ended up walking on fire. I'm not kidding, but it was all with the goal of becoming more effective and becoming more successful. But I wasn't just a dreamer. I took action. If a seminar said to buy stocks, then I bought mutual funds and stocks. And I remember staring at the CNBC stock tickers nightly, hoping and praying my stocks would go up and set me free forever. Of course, they never did. I still had this burning desire to be financially free and spend more time with my family. I watched late night infomercials and bought real estate courses like this. And I put that into action. I went into real estate. I bought a couple houses, including this fourplex apartment in Killeen, Texas. And I had cash flow, and things were going good. I mean, it was still good, but it wasn't something that could get me out of my job. And I was still driving a car like this. And I say like this because when you drive a Geo Metro, you don't exactly take pictures of it. You just tell people, yeah, I drive a blue car. And I talked to my friends who went into corporate America, and I wanted to avoid this completely. And I read a book that said that the wealthy don't have jobs. That was kind of playing into what I was thinking, and that you needed to own your own business. So I went to the bookstore and found one of those hokey little magazines, you know, the ones like Start Your Own Business. I bought all of them. I thumbed through them, and I looked at a lot of the stuff in there, but I couldn't afford many of the franchise fees, like $80,000 for a Subway or $1 million for some of the biggest franchises. So I ended up buying the cheapest franchise possible, a little gift basket franchise for $3,500. I figured my wife was crafty and I could call businesses, and we made some sales, but nothing that would replace my job. And I even answered a classified ad and plunked down $5,000 for 10 vending machines. They took 3 months to arrive. I thought I had been scammed because they didn't show up. And then when they got there, I had to pay $800 just to get them off the flatbed truck for shipping fees, and that took up our grocery money. It was ridiculous. And once I got them up and running, they were always broken, chasing quarters to make about $80 a week. And after enduring the stares of my wife, I gave them away to a neighbor in total embarrassment, rarely ever told anybody that I actually did this. I learned a couple of hard lessons about traditional business. inventories. They were costly. I bought the franchise fee for $3,500, but then I had to buy inventories, and trust me, it was thousands of dollars. Repeat orders were very few. You were always chasing the next sale, and I didn't like that. Staying up to 1:30 a.m., shrink wrapping baskets when we had an order like 20 baskets. It was crazy. And the guilt of watching my pregnant wife slave over these baskets, it was totally ridiculous. And then I had to deliver them in that crappy blue car. It was a total joke. And now I was over $10,000 in debt from these hokey little businesses. None of these ventures kept me out of having to get a job in corporate America either. So I got a job as a manager at Dell. I actually worked right here at this factory, and it took me about 30 seconds standing on that factory floor to figure out that I had to get out of here. I was a little depressed and slightly panicked that I'd let this happen. And also, when I was there 3 weeks into the job, there was a layoff. I was like, wow, you spend your whole time working a job you really don't love, and then they throw you out. People had spent 10, 20 years in different businesses in corporate America, and then their life, then poof, there goes their income, and they were thrown out on the street. And I was like, wow, I got to take charge of myself. And also, my wife was starting to work at a daycare for a measly $7 an hour and taking our new baby, Samantha, along with her. After one day, Samantha got so sick, she had to wear one of these masks just to breathe. She sounded like a seal, like wheezing. It was horrible. I guess they call it RSV. I don't know what it was. It was a nightmare. And I was not only motivated, I was highly ticked off that I had let this happen. And I remember I had read a book on residual income, and I just happened to believe in it. The concept that you could sell something once and get repeat orders over and over again for years blew my mind. After all, I had just suffered through the basket business fiasco. So I listened to that author and I got started in a business that promised residual income. My first month, I made $38. I hated it. It was terrible. And that's because my sponsor put somebody beneath me. You can see the check, $38. In the fine print there, it says 23 February 2001. I was trying to make sense of this because I would sell a gift basket and make like $100. So what's up with this $38 for 3 weeks of work? But I kept thinking of the concept of repeat orders, and I thank my lucky stars I did. For a busy person with a demanding job like me, you can imagine I had to work my business on a very part-time basis, but I was consistent, and that paid off. Plus, I learned the power of other people's efforts. Instead of me doing it all myself, like in the real estate business, the gift baskets, or the vending machines, I learned the power of a group of people each doing a little bit of effort that turned into big results. Some call it leverage. I called it thank goodness because it was exciting and it worked. That's all I knew. I started making hundreds a month, which turned into thousands a week. I could see myself getting out of corporate America. I was so pumped. Nothing at work bothered me. Office politics, who cared? I wasn't going for promotions because I saw my business as a way out of corporate America. And I went from that puny $38 check to quitting my job in 2003, more than doubling my Dell salary. I was asked to speak to other people on how they could set themselves free from their own home-based business. And again, I wasn't a speaker, but when you're telling people your experience and from the heart, and you want to help them, it's a natural thing. It's not like you have to become some great speaker, but it's just what happened in my experience in the business. And I saw the business completely transform people. Like, look at this guy. You would say, well, he just looks like a normal guy. I mean, who is he? And he changed into one of the top income earners in a company. He's, a speaker now. It's unbelievable. And so, helping people like this initially get going and mentoring them, it's one of the reasons I still make money today. And although I had a lot of success in that business, I had met a mentor who many consider a legend, and I was a little nervous and intimidated by him, to tell you the truth, but we were both former military, so we connected. And he showed me a whole other level of what was possible and suggested that I move to Florida. I was like, okay, let me ask my wife. I was like, oh, great. She said, well, when do we leave? And I was like, well, okay. Florida had reminded her of Belize. So because we could, we moved to Clearwater Beach, Florida in 2008. This is the beach that was like right behind our house. I used to go jogging right here. It was a great experience. When we started mentoring, he was making about $100,000 plus per month. Yeah, per month for close to 2 decades. And I was like, wow, I've got to listen to this guy, because I was at like the $250,000 per year category. Not bad, but not $100,000 a month for 2 decades. So that mentor was a legend in the home-based business industry. His name is Tim Sales, and Tim's made millions and millions of dollars in the home-based business industry. He's been interviewed by Larry King on the merits of the home-based business industry. And so I was all ears, and we became close friends and workout partners. And on runs on the beach like this in Clearwater Beach, we talked about creating the ideal company. And although we both had built successful home-based businesses, there were some real problems that we thought people were experiencing that could be done better. We thought there could be a better vision of a company that could free more people faster, get more people stable, create a new paradigm for people, a safe place where people could come and build a lasting business. And we helped create that ideal company. That company is called RX. And RX is the opportunity company. And with us, you get to build your own business with the RX brands. If you want residual income for life, then you must have products that impact people. Products that impact people are products that make someone's life better. A professional business is not about supply and demand. A professional business has products that make your life better, and that is why you buy them and continue to buy them. If you're fortunate to have products that change people's lives forever, then you have a very professional business, and your repeat orders, i.e. your residual income, will be big. RX specializes in those types of products. Introducing the life-changing RX brands, SlenderX and Accelerate, the fantastic one-of-a-kind weight loss system. Finally, healthy weight loss. Simply put these drops under your tongue 3 times a day before meals like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and eat lean proteins, fruits, and vegetables. Plus, the product tastes great, and you get results like this. Woman in wheelchair loses 45 pounds. Tragically, Lisa was in an ATV accident 8 years ago and became paralyzed from the chest down. Recently, she started on SlenderX and Accelerate, and in 75 days, she lost 45 pounds. She's completely changed her life. She's so excited, and the products have transformed who she is, and that creates brand loyalty. Do you think that she'll ever stop taking the RX products? Of course not, because the products have impacted her in a major way. I see this all the time with people getting more and more results with these products. Discover the only 100% homeopathic blend recognized by the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia. Again, there's no hormones in this product. This is not HCG. The product naturally suppresses your appetite. There's no hunger pangs. I'm on the product. I lost 9 pounds in the last 7 days. I just had dinner. I had the drops right before dinner, and I just ate a little salad and some chicken, and I'm stuffed, and so it's incredible. And it flushes fat and toxins from the body. You can actually feel your stomach getting tighter, which is exciting as well. The homeopathics are registered with the FDA. 10,000 people tested this product over a 2-year period, and there's no side effects, and it does not interfere with prescription drugs. Not only that, we follow the highest standards in manufacturing to guarantee what's on the labels in the product. Our manufacturing facility is registered with the FDA. That's very rare. Over-the-counter drug certifications, meaning that what's on the label, as I mentioned earlier, is in the product. That's rest assured that you get the product that you're paying for, and there's no side effects and all that crazy stuff. And again, we follow the good manufacturing practices, NSF certifications, and because we go to this strict standard, we get results like this. 65-year-old grandma drops 40 pounds. Now, if you ask me, I've known Lynn here for many years, and if you ask me, what does Lynn look like? I would say, hey, she looks like the lady on the left. But recently, she started on SlenderX and Accelerate, and she's completely transformed her health. She's eating better. She's lost over 40 pounds now, and look at her. She looks completely different. She's vibrant, and she's healthy, and SlenderX has completely changed her 100%. And if a grandma can do it, if a lady in a wheelchair can do it, so can you. How about Tony? 50-year-old dad drops 32 pounds without soy shakes and running 3 miles a day. Again, Tony started on this product. I remember when he started on it, and he just ate pretty much whatever he wanted to. And in about 11 weeks, he lost 32 pounds. He's kept the weight off, and he looks great, and he's completely changed the way he eats. He's more healthy today, and he'll tell you that SlenderX completely changed his life. But if you don't need to lose a bunch of weight, you can get a SlenderX 6-pack like Jason did. Here's Jason. He's 20 years old. During a 29-day time frame, he lost 15 pounds and 6.6% body fat. He ate salads with wishbone ranch, spritzer, broccoli, hard-boiled eggs, roast beef, chicken breast, salmon, tilapia, turkey, cereal with almond milk. He ate real food. Again, he wasn't doing like 4 shakes a day and that kind of thing. And he didn't do any exercise. And as a former wrestler, before, wrestlers have to cut weight all the time. He said this is the simplest thing he's ever done. And you can see up here before and then after. Again, no exercise and he got a six-pack. So this product is impacting all types of people. And again, when you have products that change people's lives, then you get results and you get the residual income that I've talked about. Again, these products create brand loyalty and people will continue to order because the products change their lives. They can't get it in a store. Plus, when you combine SlenderX with our advanced nutritional line, people on average lose 5 more pounds. When you add the optimals here, the vitamins and minerals, well, what they do is they help reduce insulin levels, and insulin's a storage hormone which stores fat, and so it allows regulation of that, so you're not storing as much fat. The Pure Nourish is an excellent meal replacement. You don't have to drink 3 of these a day, but if you want a fast food meal on the go, then you can try the Pure Nourish. There's probiotics and beneficial enzymes in the Pure Nourish as well. And by the way, if these words mean something to you, it's gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and GMO-free. Very rare product, one of the most rare shakes. And by the way, it actually tastes good. And this is our Omega Q. This is a fish oil product, one of the highest standards in fish oil out there. So when you combine this with the SlenderX, you're just accelerating your program and you're getting yourself the best results. Again, SlenderX works and you will love it. But before I tell you how to get that product, I wanted to share with you one more groundbreaking RX brand that gives you even more opportunity, but it's even bigger than that. The shocking information I'm about to share with you should bother you. Heck, it should upset you, and I hope it does. But I won't just leave you upset. I will give you a solution that only RX can deliver. Everyone you know drinks water. Well, of course they do. But you know that they now call water blue gold? Water is the new oil. Once a human right, now it is a valuable commodity, and corporations and super rich oil dynasties are buying up our water rights. Companies are now selling us back our own water at sometimes 10,000 times the cost. Tap water has been made to be so scary, not many of us want to drink it. But in case you do, take a look at this. What's in your water according to the New York Times? Top 10 rated worst water supply systems in the United States. Reno, Nevada, you get arsenic and manganese. North Las Vegas, Nevada, 26 chemicals. Las Vegas, Nevada, 30 chemicals. Riverside, California, 30 chemicals. Riverside County, California, you get arsenic and lead. Didn't they have a big stink about lead and paint? Well, you get it in your water in Riverside County, California. San Diego, California, 20 chemicals. In the heartland, Omaha, Nebraska, 42 chemicals. Pensacola, Florida, 45 chemicals. Jacksonville, Florida, 23 chemicals. Houston, Texas, 46 chemicals. And if you think your water is not on the list, I called my water department in Park City, Utah, and we're exposed to arsenic in our water. And also, when tap water is cleaned at the treatment center, their archaic treatment methods do not remove pesticides, heavy metals, radon, pharmaceuticals, and you name it. You could possibly be drinking your neighbor's birth control medications. I am not kidding. Drink tap water? Well, think again. 97% of streams and 58% of groundwater contain pesticides, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. 315 contaminants have been found in U.S. tap water, including lead, chromium-6, pesticides, and oh my gosh, rocket fuel, according to the Environmental Working Group. So what do most people do? Well, they drink bottled water. It seems healthy, safer, right? That's why they drink it. Well, watch this quick 5-minute clip and see what you think.
As Mark Twain once said, you know, whiskey is for sipping and water is for fighting. And there's going to be a lot of fighting about this before it's done.
When you think about the finished product of a plastic bottle, you don't think about the process.
Most of the public does not know that their plastic materials are being made in petrochemical plants.
People think when they're drinking bottled water that they're getting a healthy product. They're not conditioned to think, well, maybe there's something in the plastic.
We found that one person at the FDA was responsible for overseeing all of the regulation of bottled water in the country.
Are you that one person?
I do spend some of my time on bottled water, but I have other responsibilities as well.
We don't consider tap water to be an enemy. We don't.
Can people typically
perceive a difference in taste?
I can tell the difference in many bottled waters, just as I can tell the difference between tap water and other beverages.
You can.
Absolutely.
You know, you're under oath, but you
Absolutely.
We'll give you.
I say that with.
We'll give your tongue an exemption.
Well, first of all, we should realize that a lot of bottled water is tap water.
Yeah, what do you mean? I thought that they came from like the mountains and the streams and the springs of Maine.
That's what they would have us believe.
Bottled water is the greatest advertising and marketing trick of all time.
There are all sorts of ecological problems. We use approximately 18 million barrels of oil to transport water, and it's growing every year.
It's as if we're a bulimic society. We've been binging on petroleum, we've been packaging everything in plastic, and now we're running out of resources.
In a time when we're looking at climate change, why are we shipping water around the world?
If you eliminate the scourge of bottled water, you'll be eliminating one of the biggest problems facing our environment.
There's plastic everywhere in the ocean. There's 9 million football fields of area, about as big as Texas, 3.5 million tons of plastic out there, all absorbing pollutants, animals consuming it, up the food chain to the food that you and I eat.
We want to drink the purest water that we can get. Now, why would you put that water into a substance which has the potential to leach chemicals into that water?
10 brands that we tested contained everything from radioactive materials to arsenic and industrial solvents, chemicals that leach out of the plastic itself.
You're talking about virtually no testing, and people have just assumed that what we're getting is safe.
Something causes a lot of these neighbors around here to be sick.
When people buy bottled water, they are contributing to the toxic exposures that people here are suffering with.
We don't have a chance. We do not have a possible chance. And one day we'll see the light.
Bisphenol A may be one of the most potent toxic chemicals known to man.
We don't have BPA in our product.
None of your products?
Correct.
What about the 5-gallon jugs?
I'm not sure about those.
Bisphenol A is an industrial chemical that's in big 5-gallon jugs.
My concern is that the FDA doesn't want us to ask about BPA because of the current investigation. Can you talk about it now?
No. If I had known you were going to talk about that, probably wouldn't have given you the interview.
What's happening here in Freiburg is really a microcosm for what's happening all around the world.
Nestle, in the 10 years that they have been operating in this community, has torn the fabulous community apart.
It's all about the control and ownership of water. It is not something where you can just sit back and hope that your elected representatives will always do the right thing.
When we drink bottled water, we're telling our leaders that we don't care about the system.
Well, this government's not doing anything. I mean, this government's for sale. And so everything's ready to be auctioned off, including the public's right to water. Water is a basic human right.
Everybody drinks water every day.
It's necessary for the survival of life on the planet.
The whole place is corrupt.
When you start commodifying the necessities of life in such a way as to make it more difficult for people to gain access to those necessities, you have the basis for serious political instability.
We are the children of Revolutionary War soldiers, and we are not going to give this up without a fight.
We won't let corporations come into our community, take our water.
We are not giving it up without a fight.
Water is really the next empire.
As you watched every minute of that video, I know you were thinking, we got to do something. Well, RX has in a big way, and in a moment I will reveal to you this groundbreaking technology. Remember, 40% of bottled water is just tap water. We found chemical contamination in all bottled water tested. They contain disinfection byproducts, fertilizer, residue, and pain medication. That's the Environmental Working Group. Bottled water is not highly regulated. 70% of bottled water never crosses state lines, so the FDA has no regulatory authority. Did you know that bottled water is more expensive than gas? A 16.9-ounce bottle of Dasani or Aquafina that you might get in a vending machine or you stop by the local convenience store, that equals up to $11.36 a gallon. Or if you buy some of the more exclusive water, like $1.49 for a tiny 9-ounce bottle of Evian, that's $21 a gallon. Did you know, by the way, that Evian spelled backward is naive? Makes you wonder. Also, the exposure to BPA with all the plastic bottles linked to many health issues. For the first time, we established a link between high levels of urinary bisphenol A and narrowing of the arteries, okay? This is huge when we're exposing ourselves to this on a repeat basis. Also, some people say, well, I don't drink bottled water. I have a reverse osmosis system at my house. Really? Well, it's hungry water. What does that mean? Well, by the way, did you know that when you filter that water through the reverse osmosis system, that it wastes 2 to 4 gallons of water for each gallon filtered? And it strips water of all the minerals. If you drink distilled water, you're drinking hungry water. And so reverse osmosis also takes all the minerals out of the water. So when you drink the water, the hungry water leaches the minerals out of you. When it goes into your bloodstream, it's looking for the minerals and it takes it out of you. So again, that's not good. And it's not cost effective. These systems cost anywhere from a couple $100s to recently I talked to a friend of mine who put a system in his house for $7,000. Again, there's a better option. Plus, look what we've done to our planet. All of these plastic water bottles have polluted our earth, and only about 12% of people really recycle, so our landfills are piling up with plastic. Well, RX eliminates all of these issues. Introducing the RX brand Purity. Drink safe, pure water anywhere in the world. Our stainless steel water bottle, our plastic water bottle, and our filtration system. The Purity water bottle filtration system is more than just a typical water bottle. You expose yourself to no toxic chemicals. It's BPA free. It's easy to drink through. My kids love it. It's eco-friendly, meaning you won't be piling up the landfills with wasted plastic water bottles. It's double insulated. It means it keeps things cold. I kept it in my car for 3 hours in 120-degree temperature, and it still had ice cubes in it when I came back to my car. Easily squeezable. The plastic bottle, it's easy to get the water out of. It's sweatless, so it won't cause an inconvenience that way. Plus, it looks cool and it's very, very effective. And no filter works harder. We 10 times the standard for removal of bacteria, protozoa, viruses, and parasites, meaning you could dip this in a malaria-infested river and get purified water out of it. I'm not kidding. Plus, it removes the heavy metals, pharmaceuticals, and volatile organic compounds, if you're familiar with those. Now, looking at a price comparison with RX versus all the different brands like Dasani, Arrowhead, Fiji, even some of the more exclusive like Eternal, Artesian, etc. Well, if you use one RX filter, okay, one of the filters in the water bottle, it works for about 50 gallons of water. Right, that's what it's made for, and that equals 378 bottles. Now, if you're comparing that out, if you were to buy like packs of Dasani at the store, even at the cheapest, it ends up being 80 cents a bottle, 35 cents for Arrowhead, Fiji $1, some of these up to $3.35 a bottle. And again, with RX, it's 14 cents a bottle. So again, very, very cost effective. And the price of the filters, $54.95. If you were to try to get 50 gallons of water with Dasani, it'd be $300. Arrowhead, $133. Fiji, $376. Again, it's pretty crazy. And again, cost per gallon, $1.10 versus the rest of the competition. So again, the RX Purity water filtration system and the filter for $54.95 is very, very cost effective. All right, so how about survival and emergency preparedness? Have you ever had like the lights go out or maybe the water got turned off somehow and you're through some kind of a storm or something like that, and you're like, wow, what am I going to do? Well, some people, think ahead and they have, emergency preparedness. They have water storage in their homes, but how long will these plastic bins of water really last? Plus, the water ends up tasting like the plastic. It only lasts maybe 6 months and or has a shelf life. And then how fast would your family actually go through these if it was an extended period of time? Talk to people who have been in hurricanes and those types of things, and they will tell you they've been days, sometimes weeks without water. And so that's an issue. Not only that, if you've ever been through a national emergency, here's recent pictures from people clearing out the water because a hurricane was coming. I lived in Florida, and when we had a big storm, the stores look like this right here. You went to the store, I was like, oh man, the storm's coming. I go to the store, I wasn't from Florida. I go there and it's like, wow, where's the water? Well, I hope the tap water's okay at home. And so, you can catch yourself in these emergencies, or you can prepare yourself with RX. With Purity, you can have pure, safe water for a year with 6 filters that would fit inside a shoebox. Plus, the unopened filters last forever. No worries about shelf life or wasting money on water storage. You could have these filters, a water bottle. You could dip them into any type of water source, a pool, a pond, and get purified water. I'll show you that here in a second. Again, an opportunity company gives you brands and products that impact people, and in the case of Purity, are revolutionary and life-changing, meaning residual income. That means you have a great business. Purity is unique, and the filters are consumable. And as I told you before, you can only get this product through RX, meaning customers can only get it from you. Think repeat orders. Now watch Marcus drink out of a drainage ditch and swimming pool in this 2-minute video. Plus, he doesn't get sick.
And that filter there we're going to find some really slimy water. We're going to the local swamp and a few other places and probably drink out of a culvert and all sorts of things. This filter here will turn that water, yuck water, into perfect drinking water. So we're going to do that today. Oh yeah, nice and green. So you're just going to put this filter. You can see this. Yeah, there's a bug. Bug swimming around in there.
Now see how clear it is? Look at that. So that's good.
So you can see it's perfectly clear. See? So we just got some water from the drainage pipe over here. Absolutely perfect.
How's it taste, Marcus?
Divine. And I'm going to put some chlorinated water in the pool into the bottle, and today we're going to demonstrate how it removes chlorine 100% so you can drink out of the pool, which gives you an extra 27,000 gallons of drinking water. See, we have a little too much chlorine right now. This is pretty standard if you're in a public swimming pool. It's probably darker than that, but you can see where the ideal is right here at 2. And we got a little more chlorine than we should. Okay, so now we have a very full bottle. Now we're going to fill it up. We're going to put in the chlorine fine, and as you saw before, it turned all yellow. Look at that. Crystal clear.
Let me zoom on that. Yep.
No yellow at all.
Those demonstrations are amazing. I've done similar ones. I dipped my water bottle in my hot tub and got no chlorine taste out of it. We have a waterfall pond. I dipped it in that green water and got pure water out of it. It's pretty amazing. By the way, Marcus lost 38 pounds with SlenderX just over the last few months. His wife Sandra lost over 25 pounds. Again, products that have an impact on people and products that keep people loyal to the RX brands. Again, Purity is amazing and your family will love it. You're beginning to see the real value of what RX is creating with these amazing and well thought out brands, but it doesn't end there. You can expand and diversify your income for life with the future RX brands, creating multiple streams of income within one business. Some of the future brands, the Healthy Baby Academy. This will be teaching moms how to stay at home and have the most healthy, perfect babies. This is going to be a revolution and an explosion. Again, this could be its own business all by itself. How about stock trading and real estate investments? We're going to be teaching people how to trade stocks and grow their wealth like no one else has ever done before in the home-based business industry. It's going to be amazing. Our non-toxic skincare line is coming out, put together by the lady who created the Toxic Free Foundation. No skincare line on earth follows the standards that the RX skincare line will follow. And again, these are just some of the brands coming out. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but the whole idea here is that we're not ever going to be a one-trick pony like a juice or a coin or a coffee, and that's all you'll ever be. Again, multiple streams of income within one business. That's what RX is doing. Again, RX is the opportunity company. Getting started marketing RX brands is simple, easy, and affordable. Remember, I spent $5,000 on these candy machines. I might, if nothing was broken, make about $80 in a week. Might. It would have taken 63 weeks just to break even. But that doesn't include buying the candy at the dollar store, the gas, and my time chasing quarters around town. Well, getting started with RX is not $5,000. It's not $3,500 like my gift basket business. We want you to get residual income. We want you to see the power of working with the RX brands so bad that we're putting the price way low. As a bonus, we outline how to build your business in a way you feel good about. Access the RX Business Orientation System training 24 hours a day right from your computer. In this training, discover rare techniques that laser focus you on what really works and gets you straight to success. The training is worth well over $7,000 that I personally paid in seminars, and you get it just for starting with RX. Again, it works and you can do it. But back to getting started with RX. It's not $2,000. It's not even $1,500. Let me show you the affordable options to getting started with RX right now.
Ways to earn retail profits, base commissions. All right, good night. Okay, and then there's base commissions, retail profits. That's where you buy something, sell it again, or someone goes to your website and buys it. The team lead bonus is basically where you bring in 4 people, get them on auto delivery, and your products are paid for. Right? In other words, you make $100 and you get your products paid for. Okay. Matching bonus, anywhere you enroll somebody, you get 7 generations of matching bonus, which is what this demonstrates. And so anywhere you place somebody, if you sponsor them, if they make $100, you make 15% of that. That's $15. But then it's all these generations, right? So if you sign up Mike and you make 15% of him, he signs up Betty, and you make 10% of Betty's check. 5%, Betty signs up Judy, you make 5% of Judy. It goes all the way to 7 generations. I don't know if you know, but and again, to get these first 3 levels here, always every week earning that, you sign up 4 people in the first 8 weeks, and you always have these 3 generations unlocked. Once you make like $500 in a week, then you get the 4th generation. You make $1,000 base commissions, you get the 5th generation, right? And if you optimize the position, make $2,000 in a week, you get the 6th. And then if you make $4,000 in a week, you get 2 positions optimized. You get all the 7 generations. Again, it's going to take work to do all these things, but this is huge. This is a lot of money, and this keeps you interested in your team. Where the little person comes in, brand new, you want them to have success because you reach down 7 generations in this. Now, some people screw up when they look at RX's comp plan. They go, it's a binary, and they immediately say a binary meaning like 2 legs, and they say, I don't like that. So if you're in network marketing and you think that RX is a binary, well, what is a binary? A binary is usually like 2 legs, right? So your width is like you have 2 legs. You can't go any further width. You just have 2 legs, but you're infinitely deep. You can build those legs really as deep as you like. Well, then they have a compensation plan called uni-level, which is 1 level, and you can go as wide as you like, but your depth of how far you can go down, like how many people you can place in there, and how far you earn down in those legs, in that unilevel plan, how deep you earn is usually limited, right? And then there's a matrix, which is limited width and limited depth. Those are the 3 main types of compensation plans. Well, our CEO, Fred Cooper, has created compensation plans. That's what he's done for a living. And our compensation plan, called the Active 8, that's the name of it, compensation plan, they call it a multi-line. And let me just tell you real quick, just in case, this is actually a patent-pending compensation plan. I mean, no one else can copy it. We're working on it. Well, we're not totally approved on that, but the patent is pending at the moment. Okay, so that's pretty unique. I didn't know you can do that. But basically, in RX, you can go as infinitely wide and you can go infinitely deep, which makes it not a binary and not a unilevel. You can build as far as you want out, like in width, as many lines, you know, like if you can think about to the left, you can to the right, you can go as wide as you like. So infinitely wide, infinitely deep. And so that's a big difference. And so it's not a binary, and it's not a unilevel. It's a multi-line comp plan, and it works extremely well. All right, so that's just in case you know a little bit about it. If you don't know it, don't worry about it. We'll teach you how to do this. We'll teach you where to place people and those types of things. Okay. All right. So there's other bonuses. Luxury car. It's not really a car bonus. It's a luxury bonus that you can do whatever you like with. I've been earning it, and they gave me a big chunk of change after I accumulated to like 10 grand. So they gave me that. Right. And then every month they pay me out 15% of my base check, up to $2 grand a month. Okay. So there's like we get paid every Friday. So on like one of those Fridays, they add on that bonus. So you get an extra $2 grand on top of your check or whatever you make. Okay. And you can actually track it and see how you're earning on that. And you can use that money for whatever you want. We don't want to get people into the car programs and all that stuff, because a lot of that's misleading, and people, you know, make a car real quick on some companies, but then they can't afford the car payment if their business isn't maintained after a few months and whatever. So anyway, so those are some ideas there on the comp plan. Just give you a little more perspective. Nothing else. We get paid every week, and it's based on what you do, all right, and helping them teach other people. And when you follow those 4 parts of MLM, take massive action, you can get massive results. Now, this is important, right? There's something real quick, and I'm going to move through and we'll be done here, all right, is we actually have ways to become a customer. You can do like the part-time business, make about $5,000 to $3,000 a month, and then there's people that want to make big money, all right? And so if you want to just be a customer, you know, you can do these things here, and you can get this product. This would be like Slender X10. It's about $255. You can even join the business this way if you like, and you get like the Slender X weight loss. You get the Optimals. By the way, when you use the vitamins and minerals, you lose on average about 5 more pounds because it helps with insulin resistance and that kind of stuff. And then we have the Pure Nourish shake. You get 2 of the shakes. So this is like $255. Actually, right now it'd be about $225 plus shipping and taxes, because we have our business orientation system is kind of thrown in that number. So subtract $30. If you sign up by Friday, tomorrow, that's the last day we're taking the $30 off the like the little membership thing, the business orientation system. I'll show you that. But that's basically free. It's been going on for 4 weeks. So take $30 off of that. It's about $225 plus shipping and taxes. And that's the way to get that. That actually activates you in the business. Or if you just want to buy as a customer, you can do that as well. And the idea behind the 10 is to lose about 10 pounds. Okay, so that's what the Slender X10 is. And it's about a 4-week supply. All right, and then the next one is Slender X20. The idea there is lose 20 pounds. Again, remember, on average, it's about 14 pounds per person, but everyone's a little different. And so it's about $510. Excuse me, $518. Right, take $30 off that if you get this by Friday. And again, it's just double what the Slender X10 is, and this gets you activated as a business as well. And then again, you join the team. If you want to join the team as a business, you know, this business is something that people will join. They'll do what you do. That's my experience. I've been in MLM for 12 years, and full time since 2003. People do what you do. Not everyone's going to join at every level that you join, but if you come in the right way, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to start my board of directors, I'm going to start my business for real, and you get started. And by the way, if you started with any of these other packs, you can always upgrade to the ones I'm about to talk about. But these are the ways the leaders in the organization got started, like Tim Sales. This is Tim right here. You'll get to know him, and when you see his training, you'll be like, wow. All right. And you start on, immediately when you enroll, you can get like the business, you can get the business kit, right? The business pack is $6.99. Again, you get the Slender X Accelerate. You get 2 of the Pure Nourish shakes, which will last you a month, and then you get these nutritional products. By the way, the RestoreX is a great detox product. You got to use that one. It's very unique. It's like this little scoop of little powder. You put it in water and apple juice, and it's a detox product that works extremely well. Then we have our fish oil. Our fish oil is very unique because it doesn't give you hexane with your fish oil. Like most fish oils are when they're actually getting the fish oil out of the fish, they use solvents to do this. So if you get your fish oil at you know, the traditional stores and that kind of stuff, you're like, I'm saving money. Well, I hope you enjoy hexane with your fish oil, because that's what you're exposing yourself to, not in our product. Rejuvenex is a product right there in the middle of the red one. It's an energy boosting product that doesn't have all the bad stuff in it, and it works really, really good. effective. And then Bunali is like a vitamin C and grapeseed, which is an extremely great antioxidant. And again, your vitamins and minerals are like your multivitamin. And with this, you get a year of the websites for free. You get a pass to our conventions. You want to go to that because we do real training there, and it's very good to meet people. And you know, my first convention I ever went to was the best move I ever made in network marketing. I didn't want to go. I kicked and screamed, I'm not going to one of these things. And I went to it, and I was like, my gosh, oh man, I'm so glad I went to it, because it made me believe in what was going on way more. It made it more real, and so you always want to go to the conventions. It's huge. And if you've been to conventions in the past, I don't care your experience, they are, these guys and what we do here, they run great events, okay? So it's $699, $700 to get this. And I'll show you how to get your money back with that pack as well. Then there's the Elite Pack. This is how I got started. This gives you 18 months of the websites for free, like your RX websites, your back office tools. It's like $20 a month. You get that free for a year. 2 passes to convention, you and a spouse, you and a friend can go. You get the maximum lines. Here you get 4 lines. The previous pack you get 3 lines that you can build down. Here you get 4. And again, this is $12.50. And it's a great pack to get started with. You also get the water bottle and filter here as well. So this is like kind of like the total pack, right? This is the one that a lot, like we have people bring it. I mean, we just brought a couple more of these in the last couple of days. And with this, what we wanted to do is, gosh, $12.50. What do I do with that? I put on a credit card. What do I do? How do I make my money back? And so again, I told you RX listens to us. And so what they did with the middle pack, remember, it's $6.99. You get these. This is you, and you have 3 lines. Again, remember, this is not a binary. Binary would be 2 legs, right? And so here, you get 3 lines, and you can put the people however you want to put them. You can put them on 2 lines or 3. But if you place these 6 people that you sponsor, each person you sponsor, you make $75 for each one of these packs you sell of the business packs. Each one you sell, you make $75. Okay, so 6 times 75 is $450, right? And then the commissions that are created would make $300, so you'd make $750. You'd more than make your money back with this pack. And again, it's $6.99 to get started with the business pack. Okay. Then the next one is the Elite Pack. Now I love this one because it's like, by selling the Elite Packs, you make $200 for each one you sell. All right, so that's $800 times 4 people. And then the commissions, if you put them across here, if you put them on 2 lines, you make about $300 versus $450. So you make $12.50 if you put them in this organization like this way. You make more money, and you make $12.50. So for selling 4 of these, you come in with this pack, and in 1 week, if you were starting to build your board of directors, you could basically in 1 week put all these people in and make $12.50. I've had people that did 2, they made $5.50. They sold 2 of these, they made $5.50 in a week. They sold another one, they made another couple $100, and then they sold one again, and so they basically made their money back in like a couple of weeks. But if you did it all in 1 week, you make $12.50. Okay? So you get your money back, and then you have a free and clear business, right? Plus, by having 4 of these people on auto delivery, you'll get that team lead bonus and make $100. And so your auto delivery, the product that you use every month, because if you're in the business, you're going to be wanting to use the product, and so that keeps you active and earning commission. So you'll spend $100 on that, but you'll make $100. So it's like, oh, you sell 4 of these, you make your money back. And this one is huge, really big, and it's been exciting to see what people have been doing with this. Okay, and then again, you get the #1 training from Tim Sales.
Now, here are some more real people getting results with RX.
I've actually lost 67 pounds in 2 months through the RX product. So it's something simple anyone can do. I mean, how hard is it to put drops underneath your tongue? It's not that hard. It's not that hard to follow instructions, you know? I mean, it's a simple program, and that's one reason why I like SlenderX, because it's such a simple program to follow. I strictly did SlenderX. I did not work out, okay? And the reason why I did that was because I want to see what the results of SlenderX would do just no working out. Afterwards, that's when I started working out. So I do believe in working out. I just want to do it just to show the world what RX and SlenderX does. I never believed when people said it's 70% nutrition. I believe it now. And to me, I believe SlenderX is life-changing for a lot of people. What's kind of cool is that it allows someone that has never worked out before, that has been a couch potato their whole life, to be able to get into health. Because now people are asking me, Vern, after you're done, what are you doing now? I'm telling you, I'm doing CrossFit now. I'm working out now. Like my muscle growth is I could see it. And that to me, when you see change in the mirror, it's pretty cool. Like you actually get excited, you know, you're like, wow, I'm actually seeing results, you know, versus going to the gym and you go, I look the same.
Now, here are some more real people getting results with RX. Here's Catherine from Spokane, Washington. Catherine's a mom, a wife, she's got kids, and she's been a real estate agent for over 22 years, and you can see the Purity bottle there next to her computer, and she's loving what the products have been able to do for her, and she was able to talk to some of her friends, Emily and Cassie, and this group of gals have been loving the products, and guess what? I mean, these are the types of people that you'd like to have over at your house, and their group of 3 has expanded to over 10 people, and it's exciting, and they've only been doing this for a few weeks, okay? Remember, it took me 3 weeks to get a $38 check. The real story is another month to get another $38 check, and these gals are off to a way faster start than I was, and remember, I made over $2 million in that business, so it's exciting to work with folks like this, and these are people just like you and I who are really trying to make a difference and improving their lives and getting results with RX. Here's Ken and Tatiana from Concord, California. Ken is actually a sheriff in San Francisco, and he's been getting great results with the products. He even has been able to share the products with people that he knows internationally, and so it's been pretty exciting for him and what he's been able to accomplish. So I love working with these types of folks, just people like you and I. I mean, people that are public servants that are looking for the benefits of a home-based business. And then there's Stefan up in Quebec, Canada. Stefan speaks French, English. A couple of years ago, he got started in the home-based business industry, and he shifted over to RX because he saw what was here. He saw the revolution that's going on, and you can see the RX bottle. He's there with 2 of his daughters. And Stefan is also, in this picture here, he's over there working with some team members. This is Tony, the gentleman who lost over 32 pounds. And by the way, Tony, the way this works, I mean, think about it. Tony actually was the guy who introduced his cousin in the wheelchair and has totally helped transform her life. And again, this is what the business is all about, real people getting results, and we look forward to working with you. We decided to give the mountains a try, so we now live in the ski resort town of Park City, Utah. This is our backyard. It's gorgeous, and we love living here. Become one of our next success stories. Thanks for watching this video, and I look forward to meeting you someday very soon at one of our conferences, or if you happen to make it up to Park City. By the way, I still drive a blue car. It's just a little nicer, and I have RX to thank for it. Start building your business with the RX brands today. Join us. You'll be glad you did. And welcome to RX.
Hi, I'm Tim Sales, and this is my wife, Laura. Since joining RX, I've been asked many times why I came out of retirement. That's interesting to me. I've not really been in retirement. I've been working very hard helping the entire network marketing industry. I first created the video Brilliant Compensation to help distributors in all network marketing companies present the industry in a professional way without hype. Professional Inviter and Presenter help to teach distributors how to talk to prospects. I also did an interview with Larry King to help educate the media about the industry. And I've been involved in other things like teaching network marketing at the university level. So I've not been kicking back on a yacht somewhere retired.
If there's anyone on the inside with what Tim is doing, it's me. I've watched Tim do whatever it takes both day and night to ensure each person who participates in RX has the best opportunity and training to grow their business. I have never seen Tim so driven, focused, and excited.
My decision to enter back into building an organization had much to do with me desiring to create the ideal MLM business that will cause the industry to change for the better. By ideal, I mean a company that treats their representatives like partners, a company that delivers products and services that absolutely make people's lives better, a company with a compensation plan that truly rewards productive people and those who get customers, and finally the training and marketing campaigns that produce a successful representative. I talked with the owners of RX and saw what their ideas were and what they envisioned for the future. Honestly, I couldn't imagine a better vision. They too want to create an ideal MLM company. In fact, they've brought several ideas to the table I hadn't thought possible on how they as a company treat their leaders and representatives, as well as what products and services they would offer. I could not be more impressed with the company.
If you've studied Tim and his work, then you know that what he feels is most needed in the network marketing industry is real training. So if you join us, you will be getting Tim's unique training specifically made for RX reps.
So if you're that rare, elite individual that doesn't need everything perfect on day one, yet loves the challenge of growing something big and being a part of forming and shaping the company that later earns you huge rewards for doing so, then I advise you not to hesitate. True opportunity does not go away. It goes to those who can see it. I obviously believe RX will be one of the giant companies in network marketing. That's why I'm here. So whether you join us now or later, I look forward to working with you. And as you know, I'm a believer in the network marketing industry. And so I wish you well in any of your chosen endeavors. We're Tim and Laura Sales.